Good morning, Jackets. Today is Tuesday, March 3rd, 2008. I'm Kayla Goff, and you're tuned in to YJP News. Well, I bet you're wondering where I am, jumping around on the weird platform thing. Well, I'm here in Tampa at the Museum of Science and Industry, better known as MOSI. MOSI is a nonprofit institution that's dedicated to help raising awareness, knowledge, and understanding of science, industry, and technology. MOSI prides itself on making science real for people of all ages. MOSI is the largest science center in the Southeast with over 450 interactive activities. There are so many exhibits to see here, but the two we're going to focus on are the Amazing You and the new Body Worlds exhibit. To start things off, here's senior reporter Chris Thornburg.
Good morning, Jackets, and welcome to the Amazing You. Here on the third floor, MOSI brings you an experience like no other. They take you all the way from conception of an embryo all the way up to the adolescence of a teen. And they show you all the stops in between. In addition, they also show you what would happen if you were under the influence of some substances. Come on, let's go take a drive. Alright guys, now while I know I look pretty flattering in these glasses, they actually serve a pretty good purpose. These glasses show you the effects of intoxication on your eyesight. For instance, right now, I don't think I'm looking at the camera. And when I walk, it probably looks like I'm walking really weirdly. Well, such are the effects of these glasses. Alright guys, here's something that's really interesting. It's actually a camera that zooms in on your eye. Now it's really interesting because it gives you an in-depth look at what you really can't see from close up. From calculating your body mass index to showing just how crazy you really do look when you're intoxicated, the Amazing You has it all. Everything from the embryonic to adolescent stage. For YJP News, I'm Chris Thornburg.
Thanks a lot, Chris. I'm here in Disasterville to bring you some community news. The first bit actually takes place here at MOSI. The Autism Speaks Corporation will be hosting the third annual Tampa Bay Walk Now for Autism on Saturday, March 28th, 2009 here at MOSI to raise funds for autism research, advocacy, awareness, and family services. For more information or to sign up, either go to www.autismspeaks.org/Tampa or contact Tina Spar at tinaautismspeaks@hotmail.com. Attention sophomores and juniors, the NACAC College Fair will be held at the Tampa Convention Center Sunday, March 8th from 12 to 3 p.m. If you or your parents are interested in finding out more about the college process, be sure to check it out. Juniors and seniors, prom tickets are currently on sale during first lunch in Mrs. Clay's room. This year's prom will take place at the Bellevue Biltmore Resort and Spa in Clearwater, Florida from 8 to 12 p.m. Well, that's all I have for community news. For sports news, I have a live satellite feed from Ben Walworth and Corey Lee in the BHS gym. I'll be right back. Well, I have my live satellite feed coming in from Ben and Corey in the BHS gym. Hey, Ben. Hey, Corey.
Hey, Kayla.
So let's talk basketball. The team's won their first district championship since 1995, right?
That's right, Kayla. The team is currently the Regional 3 champions. Last week, they put a beat on Kathleen High School with a score of 71-54. And Saturday night, the regional team traveled to Naples.
That's right, Ben, they sure did. And they also defeated the Trojans with a score of 60-36.
Well, it's sure to be a good game. Any other sports news?
Always. The softball team has a game tonight against the Ridge Community Bolts at Ridge. JV starts at 5:30 and varsity starts at 7:30.
The team also has a game tonight. They play Bodo in the Hive. The game starts at 7:30. Come cheer the boys on to victory.
Freshman and sophomore track members have a meet today at Lake Gibson. Good luck.
Wow, it sounds like there's a lot going on today.
Yeah, there is.
Well, thanks for that report, guys. See you back in the studio.
Later.
Okay, now that you all know what's going on around campus, I'm going to show you the coolest exhibit here at MOSI. Some images may not be suitable for all viewers, so viewer discretion is advised. I'm going to have to talk in a whisper because everyone here is trying to enjoy the exhibit, and it's really best to keep quiet here. This is Body World, and in Body World, which is a separate exhibit from MOSI, it's the newest exhibit here. Unlike traditional museums, which usually show people plaster models of the human body, the bodies that you're going to see here shortly are actual real bodies that have been donated to science. The bodies here have different diseases, show the effects of smoking and other poor life choices, and a lot more. This allows the viewers to actually see a real human body with these afflictions. The one behind me, which is really interesting, this is actually a real human body, but it's the central nervous system of the body, so everything else has been removed but the central nervous system. Like I said, all of these bodies have been donated to science, and their identities have been protected so that their families are allowed to have their privacy. But come check the exhibit out. It's really cool. I have to tell you about the process. It's called plastination, but I'll do that in another part. Just a second. This is actually the pose here is called the archer. You can see behind me the woman's positioned in, an arching position, which is really cool. This is a prime example of the plastination technique, which is used to preserve these bodies. This process was invented by Dr. Gunther von Hagens in 1977. Plastination is the process of extracting all bodily fluids and soluble fat from specimens, replacing them through vacuum-forced impregnation, which means they just take a vacuum and they just fill it full of resins and elastomers, and they cure them with light, heat, and certain gases, and they give the specimen rigidity and permanence, which is how she's able to stay in that position forever. With this technique, bodies are able to be displayed in a variety of positions, like I said earlier. You have the archer, you have the hurdler, you have a man is praying, holding, his heart. It's really interesting here. Position, like for example, she's positioned in an athletic position, and it shows how muscles interact with each other. This method of plastination is part of what makes this exhibit so interesting. Body World is a separate exhibit from Mosey, so tickets for words are separate. For more information about Dr. Gunther von Hagens, the plastination technique, and this Body World exhibition, go to www.bodyworlds.com. As you can see, plastinates here at Body World aren't just of human bodies, they're also of very large camel, creepy animal bodies too. They had a chicken earlier, and they had a goat, I think, or lamb, and they have my neat little camel friend here. He's been trisected at the head, and then everywhere else has been left alone. And his little baby is over there, and I have to admit, it's just a little bit creepy, and I'm gonna leave so that I don't get freaked out. Well, that's all the news we have here from Mosey here in Tampa Jackets. I'm Kayla Goff, and before we go, I'd like to thank Kyle Olmstead and CJ Witt for coming along and playing around with us today. You saw them in a couple of shots, I'm sure. But on behalf of Chris Thornburg, Ben Walworth, and Corey Lee, I'm Kayla Goff, and I'll see you back in the studio.